All right, this is going to be a lesson on classic rock songs. We're going to start off with Smoke on the Water riff. We're going to have the two big strings here. Okay, so pretty easy. We got the two big strings, opens, and then threes, and then fives, and then open, 3, 6, 5, open 3, 5, and then 3 open. Okay, let's try that. 2, 3, 4. Open 3, 5. Open 3, 6, 5. Open 3, 5. 3 open. All right, let's look at a Rush song. We're going to have Spirit of Radio. Okay, so that's a real fun riff. We got a pull off, 2 to open on the E string, and then 3rd fret of the B string, 2nd string, back to the open of the small string there, the E string, and then 5 to open, pull off, back to that 3 and little string open. So 2-0, 3-0, 5-0, 3-0, 2-0, 3-0, and each time we're hitting that little string at the end of that riff. Now we do 3 notes in a row here, a little 4 to open, and then that 3 to the little string open again. So you get that a little faster, you got, but baby steps, right? So and then if you want to go a little further in that song, you got. Okay, so we got big string 2, and then 4, 5, 6, 2 on the G string there, then 4, 5 to 6 hammer, and then to that 5th fret of the 2nd string. So we got. And then after that, we got. So we have an E chord, basically like a bass chord, bass chord, and then we're gonna go A chord, kind of Jenga jang, Jenga jang, Jenga jang, Jenga jang, boom jang, boom boom jang, Jenga jang, Jenga jang, riff. Okay, Spirit of Radio by Rush. Now we're going to do Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. So we got to go all the way up to the 12th fret up here. Okay, so we got the big string, the D string, we got 12th fret, and then we hit its octave on the 15th fret of the 2nd string. Then we're going to go 14 and 12 on the G string. And I like to make it where I just leave that ring finger here on the 14th fret of the G string, use my pinky on the 15 down here in the small string, and then move that pinky back to the 14. So we got. And then we do that again. Then we're going to take this ring finger onto the 14th fret. That's going to be the only different note of the riff. All the other notes are the same. We do that twice. Now we're going to jump to the 12th fret of the G string, and everything else is the same. Two sets of that, always 2 sets on each one. We're back to the big string. So let's look at all that again. We got, first we start on the 12th fret of the D string. twice. And then we go 14th fret of the D string. Now we go 12th fret of the G string. Back to the D string 12. Okay, so that one takes a little bit of practice, but that's a lot of fun. So when we get into the chords on that one, we're going to have D and D, so D, 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 D. And then we're going to do this 2-0-3-0, which is like a C, kind of a sus chord. And then we'll do a G. You could do the, 1-3 down here. You can do 2 3s or 1-3 down here, either way on a G. Back to the D. So let's start again. 2, 3, and D. Do that twice. And then the C. It's like a C9, C add 9, G. Back to D. Let's do that again. 2-0-3-0 coming up. Let's do open, open, 3-3. Back to the D. Now we're going to go A. And I'm going to do the top 3 strings on the 2, because I'm going to move that to a B chord and then to a C chord here. So we got. And then we can go D. Okay, and then. And then the change, A, B, C, and then D. Okay, one more riff from that one. Okay, so we got second string, we got 10, 8, and 7. And again. And then we got 10, 8 to 9 on the G string. And then we got 10, 8. We're going to slide from 12 to 10 to the 8, and then 10 to 12 to the 10 on the small string, 10 to 12 and back, and then we're going to end with a 7 on the second string. So we got. All right, that was a little bit of famous rock riffs from the guitar for the baritone ukulele. Hope you dug that. Talk to y'all soon.